Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. I gotta be 100% honest, man. There becomes a point where it starts becoming kind of ridiculous, guys. Yes, we are talking about the man, Patrick Beverley. For the third time this week. This time in regards to the Los Angeles Lakers. And we are also going to talk about Paul Millsap. So, bro, it's August 20th, guys. It's 8:20, man, okay? Before we get going on today's video, if you guys don't mind leaving a like on the video and of course subscribing to the channel. I always say it, man, it's a slow time of year, so if you guys don't mind showing that support, really does help grow the channel, YouTube algorithm. You guys know the drill at this point, right, man? But yes, also I will say that if you don't care to hear about Patrick Beverley for the third time this week, feel free to check out some of my other videos. I've been posting some 2K stuff again, which is not been getting a ton of views, which, if you're not interested in that stuff anymore, that's completely okay, understandable. 2K20, but also second channel, Extra Crispy, if you're not over there, man, but I've been having a lot of fun videos over there too. So, okay. Let's talk about both these players in the Lakers, and somehow because what I want to do is I want to try and figure out, the depth chart. How are all these guys going to get minutes for the Lakers next season, right? Unless, LeBron's playing, 30 games, AD's playing, 27, we're all just chilling next season, right, man? Okay, so the rumor is that LeBron James and the Lakers would welcome Patrick Beverley. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick Beverley if he secured a buyout with the Timberwolves, per Brandon, #ScoopB. So I've heard this name Scoop B before. I've heard people say that it's kind of some cap, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not, so I really don't want to speak too much on that. But, yeah, man. So, Patrick Beverley, straight up, I pretty much have, his stat line memorized at this point. 10 points, few assists, a steal per game, 41% from 3. So, we don't really got to look at that, man. But, yes, as far as him, going to the Lakers, I personally like him on the Timberwolves. I feel like on that team, he's going to be able to provide a sense of leadership. And, maybe he can go out there and teach Ant-Man some more defense and stuff like that. And add a little grit and grindness to, I don't want to say the word soft, but, the Timberwolves years past have been kind of notorious for being, people would say soft, I guess, right, man? There's always the picture of Karl-Anthony Towns. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. But straight up, I welcome that. Now, as far as him going to the Lakers, we're going to take a look at the rotation in a second here. I mean, if he gets his buyout, not only does he not really have to play Minnesota, which, I know Minnesota has a lot of beautiful places. I don't really like talking down on places because obviously Detroit. But, yeah, man, Minnesota has, not a lot of nice places. But obviously, this man has been on the Clippers for a while. He's got a house there and everything, I'm sure. So for him, it's would just be literally the same, going to the same workplace, just under the different colors, purple and gold, right, man? So I could see where he would want to do that, especially if he gets the buyout. Because, not only do I get my money, but I also get to stay where I'm at. And I get to contend for a championship. So for him, that's pretty cool. But, okay, we'll get to Patrick Beverley in a second here. As far as the rotation goes, the other guy that's interested is the Lakers, the Lakers have considered the possibility of signing veteran forward Paul Millsap, per Evan Massey. So, I mean, Paul Millsap, at this point in his career, he's got to be old as hell. I don't know his exact age, but to me, power forward, maybe in some cases small ball center, or if you want to go slow ball, small forward. But, he can play those three positions, in my opinion. Definitely not the player he once was. Actually looking at his stats here so we can kind of see what he used to be, man. Because, like I said, Paul Millsap, I've not really, heard much from him as of late. So, yes, this previous NBA season, played 56 games, started 36. He's been on Denver for the past few seasons. Obviously, he was playing his best ball on the Atlanta Hawks. I actually still remember when this kid came into the NBA going to Utah, guys. I remember he was a six-man to, I believe it was Carlos Boozer and Mehmet Okur was at center. And then over time, they were okay, we got to do something. Boozer was traded to the Chicago Bulls, and Paul Millsap ended to be the starter. And he was actually really solid there for some time, too, here, man, as you guys can see the stats. Just a very good NBA career, always serviceable defensively. Like I say, he is 35 now. I don't know exactly how much he has left in the tank. 9 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds per game. I'm sure he's probably taken a few steps back defensively, but I mean, in limited minutes, he was doing this in 20 minutes per game. So the per 36 on that is looking like this: 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Still showing that he's got something in the tank, right? But that would be nice, him playing kind of that limited role, playing behind, Anthony Davis and, all those guys over there, Carmelo Anthony. I just don't really know how much PT he would get. So looking over here at the Lakers, I'll go to them first. Let's do it this way. Yeah, Los Angeles Lakers. roster. Let's take a look at the squad here, man, because how the hell, like, how do you even, like, figure this out? I forgot they even had freaking Marcus. I think got Kendrick Nunn. Malik Monk, you just got THT back on a nice little contract. Like, Russell Westbrook, obviously the starter. So, how Kent Bazemore, Trevor Ariza, who plays the 4? I have no idea how these guys fit in the rotation. Right now, my personal starting 5 for this team, Russell Westbrook. I'm personally going Wayne Ellington because he's like a 46% three-point shooter. He's a low-usage guy in a lineup with stars, so that works at the 2 spot. LeBron at the 3. I'm going Trevor Ariza at the 4. And, AD got to suck it up and play some damn center, right, man? Now, obviously, I guess you could do AD at the 4. You go with Dwight, Marc Gasol kind of rotation. But Marc Gasol looked pretty slow last season. So then for the bench unit, point guard, Kendrick Nunn. I actually probably going THT off the bench. I figure he'd get more scoring opportunities right there. Small forward. Actually, THT probably at the 3 spot. And then you got Malik Monk at the 2. 4 spot, you got Melo. In the 5th spot, you got, Dwight, Marc Gasol, who was really available there, right, man? And you still have guys like Kent Bazemore not getting the PT exactly, right? So, I mean, for Patrick Beverley to even, fit on this team, it makes no sense whatsoever. He just doesn't. He really just does not fit. The only exception I can really make is, I guess, Paul Millsap probably fits somewhere. Especially if AD's playing some center, Marc Gasol's completely washed up, then you could realistically put Paul Millsap at the 4 spot. You have Melo off the 3 off the bench. I guess that could potentially work, but overall, not making too much sense. Trevor Ariza, he's 36 already, so Trevor Ariza might really just be a situational guy, and I guess in a lot of cases too, Ariza being 36 and Paul Millsap being 35, you're kind of looking at upon as these are guys that, okay, well, we know LeBron's getting older and stuff, so it's so crazy talking about how Paul Millsap's his age and Trevor Ariza's his age, but LeBron's still the oldest. But he's still a superstar, right, man? But it's kind of some insurance in that mindset. But, I want to take a look here, guys, because obviously, they're talking. Well, I guess we'll do this first. We'll go to the trade finder thingy, and we're going to put both these players in there. So let's go to the Lakers. I want to see, what the plus minus is looking like with that. So, yeah, it would assume a buyout from the T-Wolves. So we'll go ahead and toss Patrick Beverley just over there on the Lakers. Obviously not doing a trade, then sign free agent. Paul Millsap right here. 15-year vet. I don't really know what his contract's looking like, so let's do a standard contract. I'll probably say it'd be a 1-year deal, and you're probably looking at the minimum contract, right, man? About $2.3 million, right? Hopefully not just do $2.3. There we go. I would play for $2.3. I would give them $2.3 to let me play. And save. I don't know if it's. I think we did it. Okay, we'll just give him $1 million just to keep him happy. I think he's on the team. Okay, there he is. Okay, I was like, what's going on? Okay, so let's see how that does plus-minus wise. Try the trade. Obviously not going to work because the T-Wolves get nobody back. But it's +4 wins, if you guys can see that. +4 wins right here for Paul Millsap and Patrick Beverley being added to the team. So, I mean, for the Lakers, if they want to join, it's yeah, I'm doing it, right? Because PB and J right there, bro, would be getting this $14 million in the buyout. Maybe you leave a little money on the table. Lakers would probably give them the minimum. So, you could probably say a $12 million buyout. And I'll just give him the minimum, right? So that kind of works, bro. But, as far as other teams, okay, so Patrick Beverley, what other team would I like to see him go to? The Hawks make a lot of sense. Just, defense reasons and play with Trae Young would definitely work. Dallas Mavericks, I think he's somebody that can play nicely off Luka, add some grit and grind to that team. The Warriors would be great as a 6-man, although he did tell Curry that he's got the next 5 years. Hey, if he joins Curry, maybe very well might have the next 5 years, right? So I like those fits. The Lakers you can make sense for. Heat, I actually love the Heat for Patrick Beverley and for Paul Millsap. Because Millsap, and both those guys fit that culture perfectly, man. So I love that. The Bucks, they just got George Hill back, I believe, on the team. So only need Patrick Beverley. T-Wolves, yeah, obviously they're already there. Knicks, they already kind of have too many guards in my opinion. I don't really know what's happening with Manuel quickly. 76ers. I talked about the potential of maybe Patrick Beverley to the T-Wolves was the beginning of some sort of Ben Simmons trade. Obviously not just Patrick Beverley, but, just for contract reasons, and people were kind of iffy on that. Utah Jazz, maybe make a case for both those guys. But overall, man, I think the Heat, I'm just like, yeah, like I can make sense for both these guys. But the Lakers get him for free, like, and sometimes that's the best strategy. And sometimes, you know, maybe guys like Paul Millsap, he put in a damn 15-year career, bro. Like the man's been at it every single season. So it could be a case where he's like, you know what, man, I just want to go wear the jersey. I'll play every once in a while, but I'm gonna ring chase and stuff. And you know, I feel like you have a right to ring chase eventually in your career. Like, towards the latter part of it, you can ring chase. But that's all we got for this video, man. Give me your thoughts about this. I laughed seeing Patrick Beverley in the news again. I was like, really? We're doing this again? But we are, man. 3 videos. Tune in tomorrow when Patrick Beverley decides to take his talents in the NFL, and tune in next Tuesday when he decides to go play some golf, and next Wednesday to the WNBA, and then back to the NBA. Okay, that's all we got. Thank y'all so much for watching. Peace out, guys.